Good evening and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App, Super Thanks, or sign up for the membership. And the membership, the platinum it goes down in the platinum. Okay, so make sure you get your platinum membership. Okay. I wanted to talk about a Memphis pastor was unfortunately um critically injured at his church on this Sunday morning. It's always a sad thing when things of this nature happens. This is like the second time that something like this has happened to a pastor. Of course, a few months back, it may have been almost a year back, a female pastor was robbed and unalived, right? And it seems that the criminals have no qualms about no respect for anyone. And it is getting worse, and something has to happen, right? So I want to go to that. Hold on one second.
Was the last thing church members at New Zion Field Baptist Church expected to see when they arrived for service Sunday morning. They tell me their beloved pastor was shot.
This my pastor and I love him. Like, it's crazy because like I never witnessed nothing like this.
Church members are looking for answers after their pastor, 70-year-old Reverend Clemmy Livingston Jr., was shot in front of his church on Ryle Street. Family members tell WREG Livingston was shot while trying to stop someone from stealing another church member's vehicle. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. MPD says the suspects are two males who were last seen wearing hoodies.
Somebody tried to take one of the church member cars, and my granddad stepped up.
Livingston's grandson, 17-year-old Kavion Wooden, says he was supposed to preach during service. He says his sermon was going to be titled Another Chance, something he says his grandfather often extended to others.
He was a man of giving, willingness, kindness, compassion. He was a man that never did wrong towards nobody.
Wooden says his grandfather was shot in the mouth.
He feared no evil. He came out the church to protect the car because he feared no evil.
Several people we spoke to in the neighborhood describe Livingston as a beacon of light. Wooden says his family is pleading with the community to bring an end to senseless gun violence.
Honestly, I'm sick and tired of losing people to gun violence, to cars. I lost 7 friends due to gun violence. I lost 2 friends to cars. I'm not nothing but 17. It's time to stop the violence. It's time to stop the robbing, stop the killing. It's time to put the guns down.
Reporting from South Memphis, Kwame Truelborn, WREG, News Channel 3.
Oh, wow, you guys. This is crazy. Ryle Street, as she said, is in South Memphis. It's up around like Riverside, around 3rd Street. Yeah, around 3rd Street. Not too far from like Kansas, Belts and all of those places. So it's sad. That it's kind of like the heart of South Memphis, and the mere fact that now these criminals don't have any respect of persons because they feel like nothing is gonna happen. People feel like Memphis is unfortunately the lawless city, and they can they could be in Memphis and hit a lick and be right back out. And that's why I say the Memphians got to make sure that they are rallying together to make sure these politicians are doing their jobs and not just selling them a dream. Hear politicians always talking about their meeting. We're meeting. We're meeting. You're meeting to do what though? You're meeting to do what? Um, what good is it when you're meeting and you're having dinner? And I had a seat at the table. But what did you do besides eat? Because the Memphians are not seeing any results. Everybody always talking about, I had a seat at the table. What the hell you do at the table other than fill your gut up, right? Because the Memphians, especially the law-abiding Memphians, are still suffering. There is no resolution at all. Something has to happen. And like I said, this is the second time that I know of the female pastor. It was last year, I do believe, where they robbed her and unalived her. They shot this pastor in the mouth, which means they actually tried to unalive him. And I'm willing to bet you that these were teenagers, right? And so my heart was full when I saw, his grandson, and I saw the other young men, because you don't even really see young men in church anymore. People are not don't have a zeal for God. They're not teaching their children and stuff about God. You don't even see a lot of the young adults in church anymore as they should. No conviction, no foundation, no anything. So when I saw that, it just made my heart full, because you know seeing these young men say, listen, hey, this stuff has got to stop. It's got to stop. And seeing them around the church, right? So that's messed up. I'm praying that the pastor, I'm sure he got some people that is filled with the spirit that is praying for him. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, them prayers work. And he's in critical condition, but I do believe that he's gonna pull through. And this could definitely be a testimony for him. But this stuff has got to stop. So now when these young men are caught, and I'm sure that they will be at some point, they're going to be looking at attempted unaliving, right? Attempted unaliving. I guess that it's Memphis, so they might give them reckless endangerment or something. You never know, because what we do know is that we have a juvenile court judge and a district attorney that feels like that everybody that commit crimes should absolutely go free. And that's why I say the Memphians got to be outraged at this. Something absolutely has to happen. Something it has to stop. It definitely has to stop. Okay. And so I want to move on to the next thing. There was also, they made 9 arrests after 50K in Nike shoes were stolen from a boxcar. Child, they've been stealing Nike shoes and stuff from box cars forever, but it seems like within the last year or so, the last 2 years, they've been able to just do it freely, almost like somebody has been opening up the box car for them, giving them the time, date, and location, and opening the door for them. Okay, and so they said they done arrested 9 people. Okay, let's see this.
News tonight at 6 out of North Mississippi, where a police presence is unfolding in Holly Springs. Good evening to you, and thanks for being with us. I'm Shay Arthur. Now, we have a crew on the way to that scene. That's off East Dorn Avenue. We'll keep you updated as we learn more information tonight. And new tonight, 5 men are facing charges. Get this, they're accused of stealing $50,000 worth of Nike sneakers from a train boxcar. Memphis police say it was a tip from a concerned citizen that led them to make that discovery. WREG's Alan Self brings us the details in this case tonight.
Shay, investigators say an absurd amount of merchandise was found, and police were able to make arrests after an anonymous tip. After getting a call from a concerned citizen, an officer arrived to a house on Todd's Creek Cove in Frazier. According to reports, the officer called backup after noticing several men loading large boxes into a Dodge Durango. When additional officers came to aid the arrest, they located a total of 68 cases of Nikes, 35 in the Durango, 3 in another vehicle, and 30 more in the home the suspects were coming from. This all happened yesterday from around 9 a.m. until around noon. CSX Railroad and Nike representatives arrived to the scene as well, confirming these cases of Nikes were stolen overnight from this rail yard behind me. In North Memphis, Alan Self, WR.
Okay. Of course, you heard what he said. They're saying an anonymous tip led to the arrest of more than 9 men. Okay, so hey, that's a good thing. I guess somebody mad they didn't get their shoe or something. I don't know. But that's I guess that's what it I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to do the right thing. I'm making jokes now. But it says 9 individuals were arrested, but as of now, only the following 5 have been identified. That is Tracy Fleming, 46, Raheem Tuggle, 25, um, Darren Stewart, 28. Troy Gaines, 31. Travion Smith, 25. I look like I might know Tracy. Tracy Fleming. I don't know. I get everybody in Memphis done seen each other. Child. Mm. They probably out. I ain't gonna even tell no stories. I'm sure they are out. Um they have been charged with all 5 men have been charged with burglary of a vehicle and theft of property 10 to 60. So they stole them a car too. Well, yeah. I mean, the box car is a car, right? A train. That's what they call it. So, you know, it says approximately 35 cases of Nike shoes were found inside the Durango. Okay. Well, like I said, they're more than likely out, and they'll wait a little while, and then they'll go back and start robbing the train, or they'll be sitting in the getaway car while new people um rob the train with them. But I was getting ready to say they might wait until their cases are thrown out, because that's more than likely what's going to happen, and they'll start again. But because they know that their case is going to be thrown out, they'll start again before it's thrown out. And so that's why I said there has to be some repercussions. And I think people kind of get it confused when they start talking about the police department, where the police are letting people out. The police is law enforcement. Law enforcement is reactive, right? It's reactive. That means that they have to enforce the laws that are made by the lawmakers. I think what we have to start doing is making sure that we start holding the feet to the fire. And it's something, because the lawmakers are very content. Lawmakers are very content with people feeling like it's just the police fault, right? When they're the ones that need to be changing the laws, right? Like your Congress, like your senator, like these people, right? Your state representatives need to be rallying and more, right? Lobbying more as it relates to helping to get these things changed. And they just kind of go free. And that's why people are calling Memphis the lawless city. It ain't gonna get no better until people start stepping up, until people actually learn where the blame lies, right? Yes, we have to hold the police feet to the fire as far as answering the calls, as far as making the arrest. But once they make the arrest, they drop them off at the jail. I hear people say, MPD let them out. MPD don't have anything to do with what goes on in the jail, right? So they drop them off at the jail, and they get back out there, and they go, I guess, wait to arrest somebody else, right? And then it is in the hands of the magistrates and the judges, who give them light sentences according to, I guess, the laws, right? According to the laws. And these people get a tap on the wrist, and they get right back out, and they just don't care. And so that's why you hear everybody calling Memphis the lawless city, because it seems like the politicians that could change this, they want to cater to the what they're trying to do is they're trying to cater to the criminals, right? They don't want to make certain people mad. Here, I don't know why they want to cater to the criminals. They can't vote no way, because they got records. But they kind of want to cater to the criminals' family members, I guess, who get mad, but they, about Junebug, don't want Junebug in them, even though they the one and shot up, they shooting up a damn house every day. Don't want Junebug in jail, but see, they ain't voting either. Okay. So that's why I say a law-abiding citizens are going to have to start vetting these politicians and stop letting them pull their coattail and grinning in their faces and hugging them and making them feel like they're this, and that when it's election season, or letting their pastor finesse them into voting for somebody that is not conducive to our community, as it relates to our community, y'all. This stuff definitely has to stop, right? But anyways, I'm praying for the pastor on Rowell Street in South Memphis, and I'm praying that he makes a full recovery. I think they say he's 70 something years old. What kind of world do we live in when we don't even respect elder people? that's just trying to stop them. He posed no threat to them. That shows how much of cowards that they are, right? That pose no threat to them while they're trying to come up on a church lot and steal a car while the people are in the house of the Lord, right? What kind of world do we live in? Okay. What kind of world do we live in? But anyways, I wanted to talk about that, you guys. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.